All right, this is another round of the 10-minute warm-up. We're going to take a lot of twisting with this one and try to work some of that twisting into the upper back and get into the shoulders a bit as well. So to get this started, bring yourself into a kneeling lunge. So I'd begin this from all fours. And just keep your right knee down, but step your left foot forward. And just keep both legs about 90 degrees. Hips are squared, so the right hip is even with the left. Now this is going to be grounded, so make your right hand to a fist. Press that fist into the floor, keep the right arm straight. And then take a half bind, bring the left arm behind your back, palm face away, pull your left shoulder back. And so you're twisting already here. So your chest should be open to the left side and look down the length of your right arm. Now kick your right foot to the floor, push down into your left foot, and then just hinging from the hips. Slowly bring your torso upright. Left shoulder back, right arm forward. And then hinge forward and lightly touch your right hand down. Keep your legs in place. Lift up again. Left shoulder back, right arm forward. Hinge down and bring the right hand to the floor. Again, hinge up. Left shoulder back, right arm forward. Hinge down and touch the right hand down to the floor again. And then one more time, lift up, left shoulder back, right arm forward. And then once you're up, bring your right arm down past your left thigh. Now the left shoulder's behind your back. You can slide that right arm further down to take it deeper. But pull your left shoulder back, look over to the left, keep your right hip pushing forward. And just breathe as much as you can here. You should feel things being wrung out from your midsection a little bit. Take an inhale. Exhale, release. Bring both hands down to the floor inside your right leg. Switch it out. Bring your left knee down. And then step your right foot forward. I should say the hands came down inside the left leg, but you got the idea. Now, from here, both legs about 90 degrees. And then make your left hand to a fist. Push it down into the floor. Take a half bind. Right arm behind your back. Palm face away. Pull your right shoulder back. Try to keep your shoulders stacked vertically here. Now push your right foot down, kick your left foot into the floor. And then just with the legs in place like this, so press into the right foot. Lift up all the way. Right shoulder back, left arm forward. Hinge forward, touch your left hand down. Again, push into the right foot. Lift up, right shoulder back, left arm forward. Hinge forward and bring the left hand to the floor. Lift again. Keep your chest open to the right side. Keep looking forward. And then hinge back down, bring the left hand down to touch. Press into your right foot, lift this up. Your chest is still open to the right. And then hinge forward again and touch your left hand down. One more time, lift up. Right shoulder back, left arm forward. And then bring your left arm down past your right thigh. Now use that bound right arm to keep the shoulder pulled back. If you want to go deeper, you can slide your left arm further down. And just work the twist deep. Breathe as deeply as you can as you hold this. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bring both hands down to the floor inside the right leg. And then set your right knee down. Now from here, we're going to take it into the wrist. Keep your hips stacked over your knees. Walk your hands to the right side. So the right hand's forward to the right knee. Left hand forward to the right. Now keep your palms facing down. Rotate your right hand toward the knee and then toward the midline of your mat. Rotate the left hand away from the right and then towards center. So the fingers are pointing the same direction, both hands. Grip the floor with your fingers. Spread your fingers wide. As you're gripping, move your shoulders and hips side to side, and this may already be enough to feel a stretch on the wrists. If you want to take it deeper, bring more weight forward. Bend the elbows, sink your weight down onto the arms, but keep the shoulders and hips moving side to side. Keep gripping. All right, then slowly come up onto the fingertips. Walk your hands to the other side. So left hand forward to the left knee, right hand forward to the left. Rotate your left hand, fingertips toward the left knee, and then towards center. Right hand rotates away from the left. And again, the fingers are pointing in the same direction toward your midline. Now keep your fingertips pressing down. Fingers spread wide. Move the shoulders and hips side to side as you're gripping the floor. And this could be plenty, especially if you don't stretch your wrist very often. If you want to go deeper, bend the elbows, sink more weight on the arms, and then see about moving your shoulders and hips side to side here. All right, go ahead, lift back up, come up onto the fingertips, bring the hands forward. Now keep your hips stacked over your knees, but bring the hands within about 1 or 2 hands lengths of your knees. Flip your hands over, backs of the hands down, palms up, the fingertips point toward the midline, right and left pointing toward each other. Keep the backs of the hands down, bend the elbows to wherever you need. And you can always bring the hands in really close. Now go back and forth, curl your fingertips in toward your palms as tight as you can, and then spread your fingers wide, and go back and forth, opening and closing like this. Now take it at your own pace. And you can always bend the elbows if this feels like too much. If you want more, you can try to straighten the arms further. And then the next time you curl the fingers in, keep them curled in like this. And keep your hands tensed. If you can move, then move one leg at a time. Step your right foot to the left and touch your big toe down. And then bring your knee back down to the mat. Left big toe to the right side. And then set the knee back down. Right big toe left again. Bring the knee down. Left big toe right. And set the knee down. Right big toe left again. Bring the knee to the mat. Left big toe right. And set the knee down. Let's take one more round. Right big toe to the left again. Bring your knee down. Left big toe right. And then set the knee down. Come up onto the fingertips. And then down to sitting on your heels and just take a moment. Shake your hands out and loosen your fingers and wrists. Once you're ready to bring your legs out from underneath, you come to a seat. And we're going to use the reverse tabletop setup here. And this is a couple different variations. Keep the feet in front of you about hips width. And then come down onto both elbows. So your forearms are going to be on the floor. Keep your forearms parallel. I'm going to recommend you make your hands into fists. Try to keep your hands pushing down. So your chest is lifted, and you'll feel a deep stretch in the front of the shoulders and across the chest. Now step your feet in about hips width distance. And make sure you can ground down into your feet. Lift your seat up off the mat. Now from here, press your hips up and squeeze your glutes as much as you can. Sink back down. Press the hips up high for 2. And then come back down. Lift up again for 3. Lower down. Press up for 4. And then sink down. Now lift up one more time and stay lifted. Keep your hands pushing down. As you hold this, extend your right leg forward, touch the heel to the floor. And then step back in. Left leg forward, heel down. Step back in. Right leg forward, heel down. Step it back in. Left leg forward, heel to the floor. And then step back. Right foot forward one more time. Step back in. Left leg forward one more time. Step back in. Now press into both feet. Squeeze your glutes. Lift up as much as you can. You can look forward, look up, or hang your head back. Keep your hands pushing down. And then slowly sink all the way back down. And then come up to a seat. Once you're up, take a moment to shake your arms and your shoulders out a little bit. And we'll take another version from here. So keep the feet about hips width in front. Hands behind the shoulders. Rotate your fingers away from you as far as you can. And then push into the floor and lift your seat up off the mat. Now I'm going to try to take this up on one arm. If you need to keep both hands down, that's fine. You can lift from here. But otherwise, put the weight to the left hand. Bring the right hand to your chest. Be sure you can lift lower from your left shoulder without pain. Now press your hips up high and squeeze your glutes. Sink back down. Lift this up high again. And then lower back down. Press up one more time and hold here. Now keep your glutes squeezing. If you're just on the left hand, try to stack the right shoulder above the left. And keep the glutes engaged. Keep breathing. Take an inhale. With the exhale, set the right hand down. Come all the way down to a seat. Go to roll your shoulders out a little bit again. Shake things out. And set up the other side. So again, hands behind the shoulders. Rotate your fingers as far back as you can. Lift your seat up off the floor. Bring the left hand to your chest. And be sure you can lift and lower from the right shoulder. You can always put that left hand down. Now press your hips up high and squeeze your glutes. Sink back down. Lift your hips up again. And then lower back down. Press up one more time and hold here. Now keep your glutes squeezing. If you're on the right hand, keep the left shoulder stacked above the right. And just keep breathing. And then go ahead, bring it all the way back down again. Come back to a seat. Take a moment, roll your shoulders out a little bit. And then once you're ready, cross at the ankles, come forward to all fours. And then from here, we'll take it down into a forearm plank. So bring both forearms down to the floor. Step your feet back, bring your body into line. See if the feet are hips width. Now just keep your hands pushing down, lift up your spine. And we'll take a side plank variation here. So roll your heels to the right, come up onto your left hand. And it's enough to stay here, just keep your hips high. If you can go further, stretch your left arm straight up. Take a half bind, bring that arm behind your back, palm facing away. Reach your left arm straight up again. And then bring the arm down behind. One more time, reach straight up. Half bind, left arm behind your back, pull the shoulder back, keep your chest open. And then lower your hips down toward the floor. Press up as high as you can. Sink down for 2. And then lift back up. Sink down for 3. Lift up again. Sink down for 4. And then lift back up. Sink down for 5. Lift one more time. Come back to your forearm plank. And let's take it on the other side. Roll your heels left. Come up onto the right hand. Now again, keep your hips high. Maybe just stay like this. If you can go further, stretch your right arm up. And take the half bind, right arm behind your back, palm facing away. Reach straight up, right arm all the way behind you, and then reach up. One more time, bring that arm behind, keep your bind, keep the shoulders stacked, and then lower your hips to the floor. Lift straight up, sink down for 2, and lift up again. Bring it down for 3, lift back up, sink down for 4, and then lift up. Bring it down for 5, lift one more time, come back to center, come into that forearm plank, and then set your knees down and come up to all fours. Take a moment here, move around and breathe. All right, one more thing before we move on. So bring your legs together, bring your feet together as well. Tuck the toes of both feet underneath. And then round your spine, bring the hands in close, try to stay on your fingertips. Now lift your knees up off the floor, keep them lifted. And we're going to go back and forth here. Try to keep your hands on the floor. And you're going to extend one leg at a time forward and then pulling through center, extending behind. Now let's take it slow here to start. Pull the right knee to your chest and round your spine. Lift your hips if you need, but extend the right leg forward. Just touch the heel down to the floor. You don't have to be perfectly straight. Pull the right knee to your chest. Now lift the hips as you need and extend the right leg straight back. And then step it in. Come back to both heels. Left knee to your chest, round your spine. Extend this forward, set the heel down. Pull the knee back in. Lift your hips, extend the leg behind. And then bring it onto both heels. Right leg forward again, heel down. Pull through center all the way back. Onto both heels. Left leg forward, heel down. Pull through center, extend this behind. Back to your toe squat. Right leg forward, heel down. Pull through center, extend this back. Come on to both heels. Left leg forward, heel to the floor. Pull through center, extend it behind. On to both heels again. Left leg, right leg forward, heel down. Pull through center, extend this back. On to both heels. Left leg forward, heel down. Pull through center, extend it behind. Back to both heels, 2 more rounds. Right leg forward, heel to the floor. Pull through center, extend it behind. On to both heels. Left leg forward, heel down. Pull through center, come all the way back. And then on to both heels. Right leg forward, heel down. Pull through center, come all the way back. On to both heels again. Left leg forward, heel down. Pull through center, extend it behind. Come back to both heels. And then bring your knees down. And come back into all fours. Take a moment, shake out your feet, shake out your legs. And when you're ready, just come back to a seat. And that is a 10-minute warm-up for this round. Thank you very much.